Year 2 and welcome to today's maths lesson. This week we're going to be learning about 2D and 3D shapes and recapping what you learnt in Year 1. And we are going to be starting today with those names of 2D shapes. So I'm going to show you a 2D shape. I want you to tell me what it's called. Okay, we're going to start nice and easy. What's this shape called? Yes, it's a circle. And the next one, what's this one called? Tell me. It's a square. Well done. And this shape here, what's this one? And tell me. It's a triangle. It's got 3 sides. It's a triangle. How about this one? 3, 2, 1. Yes, it's a rectangle or an oblong. And this one, now count the number of sides to make sure. I'll give you a few moments to count. Okay, what do you think this shape is called? Tell me. Oh, some of you remembered. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, and 5-sided shapes are called pentagons. So that was a pentagon. Now this one, count the sides carefully. Show me on your fingers. How many sides has it got? It has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So it's another pentagon. Pentagons are any shapes with 5 straight edges. Let's have a look at this one. Count the sides carefully. What do you think this shape is called? 3, 2, 1, tell me. Good, it is a hexagon. Now a hexagon has 6 sides. And the way I like to remember it is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. And when you write the number 6, it has an X in it. And so does hexagon. So I always remember that hex and 6, those X's, remember that the two go together. Have a look at this one. Now this shape isn't an L that's fallen over, and it's not a tractor where someone's stolen the wheels. Count the number of sides and tell me what shape it is. Have you counted? Let's see how many sides it's got. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. It's another 6-sided shape, so it's another hexagon. Any shape with 6 straight edges is a hexagon. Now, count this one carefully. Have you got it? How many sides it got? And what do we call it? Tell me. Good, it's got 8 sides. And we call 8-sided shapes octagons. So this is an octagon. And any side with 8 shapes, any 2D shape with 8 sides is called an octagon. Right, we're going to move on now to look at some 3D shapes. So the difference between a 2D shape and a 3D shape is a 3D shape is a solid object you can pick up rather than just a drawing. And 3D stands for 3-dimensional. So I'm going to hold up a 3D shape. I want you to tell me what it's called. Actually, for this, I'm going to grow a bit. Ready? Here we go. That's better. You can see better now. So I'm going to show you a shape and you're going to tell me the name of it. And they're all 3D ones. So we'll start with one ahead of my hand. What's this one called? 3, 2, 1. Tell me. Good. It's a cube. Cube. All its faces are the same, aren't they? Lots of square faces. Let's try another one. What's this one called? 3, 2, 1. Tell me. Good. This one is a cylinder. A cylinder. It's like one that can roll. Now this one. What do you think this one is called? I'll put it there on my hand. 3, 2, 1. Tell me. Good, this one is a pyramid. And it's a special type of pyramid because we look at the base of the pyramid and it's got a square shape. So this is called a square-based pyramid, like that. Now, have a look at this one. I'll set it on my hand for you. What do we call this one? 3, 2, 1. Good, it is another pyramid, and this time the pyramid has a triangular shape on the bottom, so we call it a triangular-based pyramid, or it's got a really fancy name as well. Because all these triangles on the faces are exactly the same, we can also call it a tetrahedron. Can you say tetrahedron? Very good. So if you want to show off when you see a triangular based pyramid and all the triangles are identical, you can say, oh, that's a tetrahedron. Right, this one. What's this shape called? 3, 2, 1, shout it out. Good, this one is a cuboid, not a rectangle. It has got rectangular faces, but rectangle is a 2D shape. 3D shape, we call that a cuboid. Now, this one you might recognize. Sometimes you see them this way up and they're full of ice cream. Or sometimes you see them near the roadworks and this way up. What's this shape called? 3, 2, 1. Good, it's a cone. Ooh, now this one. What do we call this shape? Now, some of you saying ball, because it does look like a ball, but it's got a special mathematical name. If you know it, tell me now. Good, it's called a sphere. Not a Sophia, a sphere. Okay, can you say sphere? Good. So our sphere is that round ball shape. And the last one I'm going to show you is probably a bit of a trickier one. Not a shape we see quite so often. If you know the name of this shape, say it now. 3, 2, 1. Good. This one is a prism. And a prism, this one is a triangular prism, so it's a triangle face at the front. And a prism is a shape that if you slice it anywhere along its edge, then you'll get the same shape face appearing. So this one is a triangular prism, but you can get other types of prism that we might look at on another lesson. Okay, so a triangular prism. Good, well done. Right, I'm going to shrink again now. Ready? Here we go. Whoop. Excellent. Let's have a go at doing some questions now. So you're going to need your home learning book and a pencil. If you haven't got those, pause the video and go and get them now. Okay, everyone ready to start now? If you haven't, pause the video and give yourself some more time. So the first question today, I would like you to write down the names of these 3 2D shapes in your home learning book. So pause the video and write them down now. Excellent. Are we all ready? Let's go through the answers and you can give yourselves a tick if you are right. So this first 2D shape here is a square. Give yourself a tick if you wrote square. This second shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a hexagon. Give yourself a tick if you wrote hexagon. And the last one here has 1, 2, 3 sides. So it must be a triangle. Give yourself a tick if you wrote triangle. Let's try the next question. Now I've got some 3D shapes for you to name. So I'd like to pause the video and in your books write down the names of these 3 3D shapes. Off you go. Excellent. Have we done that? Let's go through the answers, and again, give yourselves a tick if you got them right. So the first one we've got here is a cuboid. Give yourself a tick if you wrote cuboid. The second shape we've got here is a cylinder. So give yourself a tick if you wrote down cylinder. And the last one, our favourite one, full of ice cream, is our cone. So give yourself a tick if you wrote cone. Let's try the next question. This time it's an odd one out question. So you look carefully at the shapes, decide which one is the odd one out, and then, this is the important bit, explain why it's the odd one out. So pause the video and try that one. Excellent. Have we done that one? Let's have a look at the answer then. So the odd one out in these shapes is the square. And the square is the odd one out because it's the only 2D shape. We've got a sphere, which is 3D, a cylinder, a cone, and a cuboid. They're all 3D, and the square is the only 2D shape, so it's the odd one out. Let's look at the next question. Right, so here we've got lots of pictures, and you need to decide with each one if it's a triangle or not. So in your book, I would like you to write down A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. And next to each letter, write down true if the picture of that letter is a triangle, and write down false if it isn't. So next to A, you'll look at that triangle, and if A is a triangle, write down true. If it's not a triangle, write down false. So pause your video and have a go at those. Okay, let's go through the answers and see how we did. So the first one is a triangle. It's true. Oh, let's move the page. Sorry. The first one is a triangle. It's true because it's got 3 sides, 3 straight edges, and 3 corners. With B, the top bit looks like a triangle, but the bottom part isn't. Okay, so because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, B is a pentagon, not a triangle, so B is false. With C, C is a very lovely triangle, so C is true. D is also a triangle, 3 straight sides and 3 corners, 3 vertices, so that's true. And E also has 3 straight sides and 3 corners or vertices, so that is also true. Now we go down to F. Now F, it's so close to being a triangle, but because this line here is wiggly and not straight, that is not a triangle. That one is false. With G, G is really close as well, but it's got this gap in it, and a 2D shape can't have any gaps. The line has to go all the way around with no breaks. So G is not a 2D shape because it's got a gap. It's not a triangle. And H. Now H was a tricky one. H might have caught you out because it looks like a triangle, but there's one thing that stops it from being a triangle, and that's at the corners or the vertices, because they've made them curved, and a triangle only has straight lines, no curves, so H cannot be a triangle either. Well, thank you very much for coming to today's math lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helps you to recap on those 2D and 3D shapes. And I'll see you soon with some more maths later on this week. Bye-bye.